This is Dr.J. Spiker and Kamal, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where we had a banner day on Wall Street, comeback day.
Roller coaster.
Yesterday and today brought us even from the debacle on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got it all back, pretty much all back.
You remember on Tuesday I said that, I'm sorry, on Monday.
Monday, we were on, correction, we were on Monday.
Right.
Right.
And Monday, I looked over the averages and I saw the S&P had a pretty yucky gravestone doji. And I said 3 to 5% correction, and next day we had it.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of these 3 to 5 day corrections en route to 550. I said as well. I'm sticking to my guns. Andrew, shame on me. I sold the last of my SMCI at 999. Remember Mr. 999? Who is 999?
Yes.
Herman.
Yeah. Ben Carson, he's gone now.
Herman, what was his name?
Ben Carson.
No, Herman somebody.
Oh, the other guy. Right. Yes.
Mr. 999.
999.
He succumbed to the virus. You know, he caught the virus from Trump, and then he died.
Right.
Not from Trump, from a Trump rally.
Right.
What was his name again? Herman.
Somebody in that room.
Herman something, right?
Herman, yes.
Somebody in the room.
He had the 9% tax.
Flat tax. He was a flat tax guy.
Flat tax, 9%.
Did he drink the Clorox thing, the bleach, or no?
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. No, he was sitting next to the host.
Drinking the bleach was nothing to do with Herman. Herman Cain?
Yeah.
There you go.
And he was head of which fast food restaurant? He opened a fast food.
Was it Godfather's Pizza?
Yeah, I think so. So it was big in Jersey, whatever.
Yeah.
I think Chicago was Chicago.
Chicago, Kamal?
I think so.
I haven't been to Chicago in about a dozen years.
Every time I have a layover flight in Chicago, I had to spend the night there. It's always
it's still windy there in Chicago. I guess so.
Why would that stop?
I don't know.
You guys really have to take a look
been there in a long time, so maybe things change.
You guys really have to take a look at Soundhound today.
Yeah, that gets me sick. I don't want to look at it. I'd go for the buck something. Not what. I'm going to be sorry I let the SMCI go. I know that, right?
Well, you know, I mean, what comes up must come down eventually.
Yeah, I'll probably get back in. Meanwhile, I followed Spike and I bought a little more IBM.
Good.
I also bought early in the morning when Apple was 181. I added to my Apple.
Did you?
Yeah.
Smart.
I have all this Amazon money, so I don't know what to do with it. So I've been buying back a little Amazon too. Amazon money is being spread around. I bought some QBTS, not QUBT.
Wait, that went up. That took a nice move.
Not QUBT, but QBTS. Another one.
I'm in both of those. I'm in QUBT and QBTS.
We're going to look at all these quantum plays.
I might as well. I mean, they're starting to make a move. I just put my toe in the water.
ionq looks like the NVIDIA. Would you agree that ionq looks like the NVIDIA of the quantum plays? And then you got QUBT.
Oh, I didn't do ionq. That's the one you did, right?
ionq. I did 3 of them.
Right.
I'm making money on 2 of them and losing on ionq. It's just a matter of timing, you know, when you go in.
What about the IBRVX, whatever that thing is?
Which one?
What the IBRV or something you bought the other day?
Oh, I'll take a look at that. That's a biotech.
Ibranim or something like that.
Immune Bio, it's called Immune Bio. They have not kidney. What is it? Bladder cancer drug.
What was the symbol again?
IBRX.
IBRX. Okay.
I don't know. I got my head full of all kinds of four-letter symbols. Maybe it's IBRX. I guess it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm only in it for a few days so far. Indubitably is with us from
Hey,
Dallas, Texas. Hey, oh, Novice is with
Dallas.
us. We have to change your name, Novice. If you're coming to the show, you have to be.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You
have to give
can't be a
yourself more
Novice because Kamal is in and out.
He's just being modest.
With
He's just
a
being
100
modest.
gain on mstr. This is for serious, sophisticated investors. rxrx should be on my watch list.
Oh yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll buy it. I don't like watch lists. Just if I'm going to do it, I'll do it. I only own 3 bios. I got rid of AUPH.
You're really stripped down.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't stand it anymore. Terrible earnings report. Had enough. Whatever I had left is gone on the downside. Whereas whatever I had left of SMCI I got rid of today on the upside.
It will go down.
Wow. LRX, yeah. LXRX.
Well, SMCI will go down, but from what levels? 10,000? I mean,
I know,
it's
right?
1,000, over 1,000 now. I thought I had the high of the day. I bragged to Spike in the text. I said I got out at the high of the day, 999, but it didn't last for long. Now it's
$30.
it's 10:33. You told me, come on. That's 10:33, and after hours.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's a wild ride. I mean, it's like a rocket.
We have to do for Lucky the Irish. We have to do Amarin. He wants us to look at it.
Oh yeah, right.
Remember Amarin? That's a fish oil company. Got
Fish
sued.
oil for
They got
Yeah.
sued. They got sued for a patent that shouldn't have been granted. They lost the case to Dr. Reddy's lab in India. They lost to a generic drug company. I mean, it's unbelievable that they lost that lawsuit. I just had nothing to do with
it was
them.
a saga.
I was in it for a while.
Yeah.
I ran it up from 12. I think I got in at 12 or out of 24, and then
Yeah, no, that was one of the nice money makers of the year.
Yeah, but then
That was prior to COVID.
Then I wound up losing on it later on. I got back in.
It's like $1 now.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get to work, right?
Might as well. Yes, yeah. You got a good list, and plus we've been adding a couple to your list.
Yeah. We're not here just to BS. We got to go.
Since Soundhound was another AI play.
Oh my goodness!
From your perspective,
I got tired of holding that one. I knew it would be good down the road. Never should have sold that one. But I was reading about ionq, and some gurus say it's the next NVIDIA. There are people that
a couple of stocks that are calling themselves the next NVIDIA.
There are people that are very high on ionq.
What about the AR? Wasn't ARM supposed to be the new NVIDIA?
AMD maybe.
I'm in that one.
Yeah, NVIDIA owns a big chunk of ARM. Did you know that? They bought a big interest in that ARM.
Well, be worth looking there too. It looks like we're at an opportunity to get in on a dip.
So this is Amarin. Welcome to Amarin Fish Oil Company, Visa. You remember they had the commercial on TV?
Yes. Could you do the 5 years so we can get a look at what we used to do in the old days about this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Right after they got approved, they were running ads on TV. before losing the
Yeah, no,
lawsuit.
we were playing when it was before the big cliff.
Just out of curiosity, what was it once upon a time? 26 was high,
Yeah. No, it was in the 20s, right?
5-year high. What was the low? Pennies, I think. I'm not even going to bother. All right, let's look at the low. The low was down here somewhere, probably around 65 cents. Yeah, pennies. So it's doubled off the lows. And it looks like it found the trading range for now. It looks like $1.25 to $1.12, something like that. 12-cent trading range. And the question is, which way does it break? You know, they have earnings on, guess what date their earnings is? A very unique date. What would be a unique date that doesn't happen that often?
Oh, the 29th of February?
Correct, 29th of February. So they have earnings on the lucky 29th. That the reason for that is they only want to go announce earnings every 4 years. That's why I picked that date. Earnings on leap year only, fellas. All right, so are we going to take out that 137 and run up to test 148, 150?
I mean, versus filling that gap. Yeah, I guess.
I
No,
mean,
you'd already filled the
they
gap.
got to tell a nice story. They still have the patent rights in Europe or wherever.
When is that? When is that?
When is earnings?
Yeah.
We took leap year, 29th of February.
Okay.
So you could stay in it for earnings, maybe. The CEO he has a lot at stake because he wants it to go above his strike price on his options. He's loaded up with options at $250 a share. So maybe he'll pull some rabbit out of a hat to jack up the price a little bit. Like all biotechs, the dream is takeout, but I don't think that's happening. By the way, I don't own any of this. I haven't owned any of this in a very long time, and I probably won't own any of this going forward. But I'm doing it for luck of the Irish, and I have no real feel for this. It's trading above the 200, and we have a Kamal golden cross. Kamal likes when the 50 crosses the 200. Notice, Kamal, when the 50 crossed the 100, it popped. Do you see that?
Right.
It popped from a low of 102 to a high of 137. 37% move up. I would take that now, 37%. Move up to high one. So that would be great. I mean, the chart says where the resistance is. It's obviously up here at 148. Gets past.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I have it.
If it gets past that, I don't know.
It looks like a nice upward trend. A very reliable upward trend.
Yeah,
You're right. But it's the top end on that trend is 148 very soon.
And then the further top is 166, right in here. 166. So you have resistance, all over the place. Resistance at $1.25, basically where we're trading. Resistance at 148 and then 166.
I mean,
So
market capitalization is not even $500,000.
yeah, I mean, if you buy it here, I think you're looking for a small pop and get out.
Right.
Unless there's something about the fundamentals that I'm missing, but
It's like if you're speculating, you should bail at around 1. I got 112.
You mean
Where are we
it's
now?
stop loss around below 112? Yeah, 110 would be the loss.
Right, so 150 to 112, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 148.
Yeah, so stop loss 110. If you really want to give it more latitude, stop loss at $1. If you're in for the long term, maybe stop loss at $1. If you believe in this company. I'm not a believer in any Biodrek anymore. I've had it. I'm so fed up with Biodrek.
I lost tons of money on Biodrek.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't touch Biodrek, I'd be a lot wealthier today.
Mm-mm.
How about some other charts that we have up here? Can't just
let's look. You want to look at IWM to see if it's been doing anything?
Yeah,
I think it gave back. It went down to 193 and went past 203.
yeah. I want to look at. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, but that's what you've shown. Okay.
We'll look at IWM and the spiders too, right?
Right.
Well, did we look at the spiders? I think we did.
No, we didn't.
Didn't
Not
we?
yet. Not yet.
No. I just remembered looking at it myself then, because I looked at it. Remember on Monday we had this nasty looking gravestone doji. I said very likely we pulled back 3 to 5%. Sure enough, it hit
Right.
about 3%. Came back up, and we're basically even on the spiders. I'll repeat myself. 530 to 550 before any serious pullback. 3 to 5% in between. As always, do your own due diligence. Our opinion strictly our own, non-investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. All those things. Tell your friends about us. We want a lot of people to know about us because we are the best. Are we the best? Are we the goats? We're the goats. Remember when goat was a bad thing?
Yeah, exactly.
The goat of the World Series was always the guy who messed up,
Right.
The goat of the Super Bowl or whatever. That Super Bowl was just too much.
Yes, and the celebration seemed a bit beyond the pale.
Yeah, Kelsey got in the coach's face. I couldn't believe it.
Did they ever say what that was about?
No, I'm not aware of what it was about anyway. IWM.
Yes.
I bought more of that over the last few days.
Come on, move. Look at it.
I've been increasing my collection.
It peaked around 2 or 3. Like you have it right there.
I'm in at about 196 on average. It's got to take out this 205.
Right. The last time we were talking about it, despite the little dip, you were talking about a good 225 if things got really hot.
I think 240 is my target on this one. I think.
Well, there was an opportunity 2 days ago to get in at 193 again.
Yeah, I missed that, but I caught.
Yeah,
one.
so did I. I actually, believe it or not, the pessimist I am, I thought it was going to get back below 190.
I caught.
But it was like you said that
You see the
Monday.
50
That Monday
moving
was just
average?
a burp.
What's that, Kamal?
Do you see the 50 moving average? It's like riding along the 50 moving average. Right?
Yeah, it's to 200 and the 200. This is the 50.
Right.
And look at the 200 and the 100. They're together.
Right.
The 50 is good support.
Yeah.
50 has been excellent support. Let's take a look how it looks on the weekly, just for the hell of it. On the weekly, it bounced off to 200 very nicely. You see that? I don't know. I'm very bullish in small caps. I think we're going to get a broadening of the rally. So not to sell your tech, but to broaden your horizons.
Right, to diversify. That was
Why do you have
one
that
of the
horizontal
speakers
line
on
on top?
CNBC today.
What's that, Kamal?
Why do you have that horizontal line on top? What is that line?
Resistance up here.
Oh.
Resistance at 205.55. That was the recent high that we looked at on the daily. Same line. 205.55. Takes that out. I think it's a straight run to 240, 245. IWM will catch up. It's playing catch up. Like the Heinz, Heinz catch
Right.
up.
Yep, catch up.
Catch up. It's playing catch up.
That's what the Papa tomato said to the baby tomato when it was lagging.
Remember, you were once in this. Remember, Kamal?
Yeah.
You were once in this. Long time.
The good old days of yesterday.
Look at that! Look at that red engulfing candle. That's terrible. It looks like the Bitcoin is going to collapse.
I agree with that. I think it's going to start tomorrow.
Yeah, it started today already with MicroStrategy and Mara and a bunch of others. I think it could go back to the 50, like $20 and $20.67. That's what I think. And Mara could just cave to the 50. And the same is true probably with MicroStrategy. Let's take a look.
I bought it at 1070. I sold it at 13 something.
Kamal, you're doing great. Stick with Dr.J. Stay with Kramer.
You're wrong.
Stay with Kramer. Right? Doesn't he say that? Stay with Kramer?
Yes.
Yeah. I think the real money can be made in those stocks, the cryptocurrency stocks. It's just that it's a really wild ride.
Yeah, I mean, whales came in, according to the story. Big money came in on the buying puts on the mstr. And look at what happened today. It was
Right.
not a disproportional move down from the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin did not collapse today, but this one did. And it's showing you that ugly engulfing candle. Oh, man.
Exactly. Look how many gaps are out there. Look how many gaps.
Yeah, I think it's going to fill a few of them. I think it's going to go down to 569, possibly to 50. I see the same exact chart as Mara. Same resistance, I should say. Support, rather. Support at 569. But if it doesn't get that low, I think it's going to get close to it. The close of this candle with the big gap. So let me draw that in.
Can you do 6 months so we could see it better? 6 months.
Yeah, I will. Let me just draw this horizontal line right in. Right there, what is that? 587. You want me to draw 6 months? Okay, so I drew the line at the gap close at 587. But I think it could go a little lower to the 50. A little bit lower. Middle of this candle, maybe. So if we draw another line, middle of this candle, let's try to line it up with these candles. Doesn't quite line up. More like that, yeah. 551. So I got two numbers, 585 and 551. That's a ways down from where we are now at 718. But
yeah, that's why I sold everything. I'm scared that I'm gonna lose all my gains.
yeah, it could happen. It could happen in a blink. And look at today. Look at today. Yeah. Should have texted me. I might have gotten off my ass and sold some too.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Coinbase actually did the opposite.
I'm not. Sometimes I'm a follower as opposed to doing my own thing. I follow
Imagine those people. Imagine those who bought it at over 800.
6 1/4 is possible support also. A lot of possible support. But this candle is really scary. Let's just take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin does not have an engulfing candle, but look, it has that Greystone Doji type candle.
It has a very long top wick, which is a big rejection.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like candles that look like this. Usually you follow.
That's your trim signal.
Yeah, usually it's followed with a pullback to at least the candle here at 48,373.
Right, the middle of all that green.
I'll draw where, at the very least, where I think it's going to pull back. At the very least, I think it'll pull back here. You see how it lines up with a couple of candles. So that would be what price? 48,301. That would be 3,000 more than where we are now, less than where we are now. That's nothing for Bitcoin. Could happen tomorrow. Bitcoin is extremely volatile. Extremely. What else? Anything? Did I?
All right.
You
Well,
want to
let's see.
LXRX?
ionq.
Right now, you were planning on talking about the quantums.
All right,
It
ION.
might be worth talking about the quantums now, since we're headed towards the.
What is it? ION. I forget the symbol. ionq.
Right.
The chart is.
It looks like rxrx already made its move on the potential news.
The chart is a little iffy. We're trading below all three moving averages. The 200 is on top of the 100 is on top of the 50, so it's exactly the way you don't want it to be. It looks kind of bearish with the 50 probably serving as resistance. So that would be this line in here. I happen to own this one with an average price of about 13. So I'm underwater. I think right at here, $12 is 1207 is going to be tough resistance if you look at the chart. Eyeball it, right? It looks like resistance right there. And support should come, maybe we retest the recent low. That was here at 987-ish, something like that. Let me draw that. 953. So that would be support 9.5 to 12. That's the range we're looking at here. Right now, it looks like we're going up to that $12 area. If it gets past that, then you got a shot at going up to 15, that level. But it's got to get past this green candle. The high of the day was like 1204, something like that. And the others that I own, I'm making money on this one because I just bought it at the beginning of the week. So you notice I caught some of the jumps on qbts. And there's great support down here at $1.21 on the 200. Terrific support. Today, it's a red candle, even though it finished the day higher, but it's still a good-looking candle. So I think it has more juice left, I think. QBTS. I own three quantum plays: ionq, QBTS, and QUBT. I'm just waiting to see how they play out. I don't have specific targets, but kind of averaging in. I do my averaging in thing, So
Right.
that's where I'm at with that.
Maybe at $1.50 is another shot.
And the one that you have is QUBT. I have
Right.
that too. QUBT.
Yeah, that one didn't move as much as QBTS because D-Wave had some news about some partnerships.
I'm making a drop on this one, basically flat.
Yeah, I didn't back this one up yet. I did back up D-Wave.
I like the close because the close is above the 100. That's somewhat meaningful. It's the first time it's done that in a while, anyway. Close above the 100, and it followed a nice green candle up, even though the color of the candle is red. But so what? It made another high. It's made it one, two. Well, it's made a few this week. It's made two new highs this week. It made a high on Monday and Wednesday, right? So we have a couple of highs, and looks okay to me. I think we trade if we trade above the 100. I think the next stop is 107, the 200. So short term, I like the Qs, QUBT and QBTC better than I like the ionq. ionq is like the NVIDIA of quantum computing companies. Highly touted. They have a breakthrough in their technology, 35 qubits, algorithmic qubits, AQ35 qubits, whatever that means. A lot of initials, and 35 qubits is, who knows what it's equivalent to with a regular traditional computer. But it's a breakthrough number that they achieved. So watch that one. And the others, QUBT and qbts, have recent catalysts in the news as well. One of them has a new CEO, I think. QUBT, I think has.
Right.
And QBTS, they have something going on. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, they made the news with some partnerships.
Don't remember. So did we cover everything I said I'd cover?
Could you just chart GDX?
The gold miners.
Oh yeah.
I bought that at 25.
Yeah, I want to get back. I want to get back into gold.
I bought it at 25.95.
That so far looks good.
Yeah. I thought it reached like bottom, but it went down further. But I still got a good deal.
Yeah. Well, let's see what looks like. Might be some resistance. Right in here, probably 27.72. If you're not greedy and you're satisfied with a small gain, that might be the one. What to play at 27.72. I know you're used to 100-point gains, but
Yeah.
27.72, Kamal, might be the place to take some off the table. I don't know.
Why? Okay. Just explain to me why you think that.
Well, we have three hits of three highs in a row from last week. So you have a little resistance. It's also a hit of the candle the day before. So you got four candles in a row touching this number.
Right.
And if you go further back, you see that it's got some hits as well. So it looks like otherwise you play it to the 100 to 28.83. That would be the alternative if you want to be gamble a little more. 28.80. Play it up to that. Anything else? Anything you guys want? How about IBRX, the one I bought the other day?
That one guy asked for LXRX.
Yeah, LXRX.
Yeah, he's got it. I'm going to do it, but first I'm doing this. It looks pretty good. Another new high for the week today. Looks pretty good. Man, if we get a run into a PDUFA date, I'm probably going to go out. You know, there's tough resistance up here at 520. I guess if you're not greedy, that would be a good area to take profits. Right up here, 529, 5.25. Then if it goes past that, then we got to look further out. And then you're looking at this high up here, which is about what is that? About 650, right? Something like that, 690. So, yeah, 529. If beyond that, 690. So you got a chance to make a few bucks on this one. And on the downside, I think you use the 50. So if it closes, let's see, where's the 50 at? About 407. The 50 is exactly, let's look at it. Exactly at 4.086, something like that. It's like $4. So the stop loss should be $4. $4 on the downside, 530 on the upside, or $7 on the upside. What's those initials? L.
rxrx.
Mm-hmm.
Here we get ended there.
Wow.
It made a very nice move.
This looks like SMCI.
Right. You see what it stopped today?
I mean, this is straight up.
Do you think there's an opportunity to get in at that 3? He says there's an announcement tomorrow, but if it's like all the other buyers that we've been dealing with, it'll be good news and it'll cause the price to go down.
I have no idea.
It's probably priced in already.
That's what I'm thinking.
I wish I owned it.
Right?
I have no idea what to say about it. I don't know the fundamentals and the chart. The chart, looks good, but how much further is it going to go? Well, then again, look at SMCI.
Could you show 2 years?
2 years? That might answer the question. How high will it go, right?
Right.
Let's take a look. The previous high was up here at just above 378.
Yeah, it's
If
risky.
it takes that out, let's look at 5 years.
Well,
5 years is much higher, like $20.
yeah, you only go by like a year or two. 5 years is just way out there.
Yeah.
Well, it's based on older thinking, is all.
Yeah, like $20.
But if you look at the 5 years, you see a downtrend. You see all these, spikes. It's a downtrend.
Yeah, lower highs.
Lower highs
We
constantly.
had like a double top here and here that it never came back. Maybe it will soon when whatever's the news is happens.
Well, he said it should be on your watch list, basically, and that's it.
What is that recursion bio? Everyone's talking about that one. Kathy's pick. I think NVIDIA invested in it. Recursion bio. Anyone know the symbol?
I hadn't heard of that one.
rxrx.
That's cute for recursion.
And like everyone owns a piece of this. Kathy, I think NVIDIA. I'm not sure, but I thought I read that.
Why you have so many lines there?
From the last drawing, probably. I never looked at this.
Yeah, that's not. It's old stuff. Well, it's got a candle today that you might be okay with.
It looks like we're on a little bit of a downslide, but it also looks like a cup and handle formation. So when it comes back up to this top at 14, if it goes through that, it looks like it's got a lot more to run. Maybe up to 20. This is an interesting one only because it's widely owned by a lot of people. So that's piqued my curiosity. I never looked at the chart. I'm not especially fond of bio-direct these days. But look at the bottom here that it put in at 460, triple off the bottom. That's a very, very tight bottom, triple bottom here.
Yeah, I got it. I got it at the top of a trading range right now.
Yeah. It's certainly towards the top. It's just an interesting one. I think we might have looked at this one before, come to think of it. Never owned it, but I think we probably looked at it. And of course, Zuckerberg's Meta keeps going. It's his stock.
Unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
And now they're suing Apple. Well, they're
I'm
actually
scared,
not that they're suing Apple. They're
I'm scared to sell it.
Android.
I'm scared to sell my Meta. I'm scared to sell my Nvidia. I'm scared because they just keep going up. Today, I made a mistake selling my SMCI, evidently.
I don't think it was a mistake.
You don't?
I think it was a good move.
Maybe. After hours, 10:31. Look, it's gigantic green candle today. It could be the climax. Could be a selling climax, possible. All right, so look, we killed in a lot of time. We went over a lot of stocks. I think we did good. Did we do good?
We did great.
I think we did great. I agree. We did wonderful. Because, indubitably, what did he say?
He said he had a 1967 GTO.
You had a Pontiac GTO? It was a great car. I love those Pontiacs, Le Mans, GTO.
Oh yeah, the Le Mans, right?
Data tomorrow on which stock?
That's the LXRX.
Oh, I have no thoughts because I don't follow it.
We thought that it might have been priced
my
in.
thought is that it's more the same.
Dr. Chucky, Mika is here, and Novice, and indubitably, who else? Kevin. Appreciate the Amron review. No problem, Kevin. I wish I could be more enthusiastic, but I don't know enough about.
He said sorry. He said it's not not for LXRX. He said data for the markets.
For the market.
Oh, you data for the markets.
What have we got? Jobs tomorrow? I think the jobs report, right?
Okay.
So
I think those are going to start to show a little bit.
Say under over. Get the coin out. Under over on the jobs number.
I'm thinking it's going to go under, and so that's going to give a boost to the stock market because it might take away some of the ill feeling about the Fed's involvement, delaying till the summer.
Okay, so
I'm thinking June, but maybe this will push it to May.
Very few new jobs created for tomorrow's report.
Oh, the people have been talking about rolling back a little bit.
Yeah, there's been a lot of layoffs, right?
Right.
Every other company that any company that has bad earnings, they just talk about the layoffs right away.
Because employees is the
Right,
most
because
expensive.
because AI will replace all those people. We know that.
AI is a threat to a lot of people.
Well, it's a perceived threat. Let's put it that way.
I think it's a real threat. I mean,
I agree. It is a real threat.
who needs cleaning lady when you get the robot that cleans your house? It's the truth.
Well,
I
because
saw.
because
I
when
was
the
at
when the Roomba rides over your dog,
Who needs an Uber driver when the car drives itself?
Yeah, right. Okay, tell that to all the kids who got killed in crosswalks.
Well, what happened today with Waymo? It was an accident.
Oh, is that? Yeah, I didn't.
That's why Google was down a lot, right?
Was there another Waymo incident?
I think there was Waymo crash. I don't know. I
Oh,
heard it in my sleep. I was listening to the radio.
I'm not shocked.
I was listening to Bloomberg. I thought I heard that. Maybe I dreamt it. Adios, amigos. See you all next week. Happy trading. Kamal, keep up the good work. Professor Spike, keep up the good work. IWM to the moon. Take care. Ciao.
Yep. Bye bye.